The PC market had the roughest days in the last 2 years, which were meant to be the era for the RTX 30 series GPUs. And when it actually started getting better, suddenly most PC gamers started to lose interest in newer cards. Another interesting thing that recently happened is not from the customer side, but instead it's Nvidia that has delisted its RTX 30 series Founder Edition cards from its website. Not one or two, but the whole Ampere family has missing FE cards on the company's store, which means customers won't be able to buy any of them from Nvidia's website. Initially noticed by Cow Cortland, the Ampere FE cards just disappeared from Nvidia's both USA and European stores, and the only ones you can get now are the AIB GPUs from different manufacturers. Fortunately, if you want to buy the FE cards, some of them are present in third-party retail stores like Amazon or Best Buy. But the disappearance of these GPUs from Nvidia's own store suggests that Founders cards may go totally out of stock from third-party retail stores as well. Well, this is not the first time Nvidia delisted RTX 30 GPUs from their store, because a month ago, a similar incident happened and not all the stores saw their absence. And it was found out that the delisting was actually due to a technical error. This time, however, almost every Nvidia store in the US or European region has the same story. And most likely, Nvidia has started discontinuing the Ampere cards so that people can be directed towards their overpriced RTX 40 series GPUs instead. One strange thing with Nvidia is that even though it is currently focusing on RTX 40 series GPUs, it has not stopped releasing the refresh of older GPUs, as we recently saw Nvidia preparing another refresh of the RTX 3060, which is going to be perhaps the fourth RTX 3060 since its release. A similar case can be seen with AMD, but this is the first time it is seen doing a refresh of an RX 6000 card since its launch. As reported by Video Cards, Gigabyte is preparing a bigger refresh of the 6800 XT Gaming OC Pro, which is going to feature technically the same specs but with a bigger cooler. That is going to be 15% bigger than the original one. It said that its length is increased from 28.6 to 33 cm, and it is going to be as big as the 6950 XT. Now the card is yet to be launched for the market, and I don't think it will cost the same as the original one, because refresh cards are generally costlier at launch. The newer 6800 XT is supposedly going to feature a higher clock speed than 2285 MHz, and that is definitely an indication of a higher price. Next, we have the official benchmarks of Ryzen 7800X 3D from AMD itself. So before proceeding, take these results with a grain of salt, because both Nvidia and AMD show results in their favor in an exaggerated manner. This is exactly what I found with the gaming performance of 7800X 3D. Originally reported by Tom's Hardware, the 7800X 3D was tested against the i9 13900K as well as the 5800X 3D. Right now, gamers are more interested to see the difference between the 7800X 3D and the 13900K more than any other CPU. According to the charts, the 7800X 3D outperforms the 13900K by 20% on an average, with differences ranging from 13 to 24%. One thing you can notice is that this chart is really vague, as you can literally see nothing except for differences in bars. Also, AMD tested just 4 games that mostly favor 3D CPUs more than the regular ones. Moreover, we don't even know what GPU AMD used for this testing, because except for the motherboard and RAM kit, AMD didn't disclose additional details about the configurations used. However, when we consider the third-party benchmarks of Ryzen 7950X 3D and the simulated 7800X 3D, some results do match AMD's own benchmarks, but some say otherwise. Like when 1CCX of 7950X 3D is disabled, it is roughly 33% faster than the 13900K in Horizon Zero Dawn at 1080p, which is even higher than what AMD's chart shows. On the other hand, RDR2 might not see a 23% performance difference, because the 7950X 3D is just 11% faster than the 13900K. And therefore you can just assume 2 to 3% more performance with the 7800X 3D, which will still not come close to even 20%. These numbers can go higher or lower depending on the configurations, but what makes me upset about the official numbers is that they are almost unclear due to the amount of information they convey, making them highly unreliable and uninteresting most of the time. Now we are just a few weeks apart from the official launch of this chip, and in that duration, be prepared to have some more leaked benchmarks of the 7800X 3D. So, what are your opinions about these numbers? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with the latest PC hardware stories, and I will see you in the next one.